Hi, it's Christine here for Exercises.com.au. Today's class we're going to be looking at some different yoga poses. We'll be looking about 5 poses. So let's get straight into it. We're going to start coming down onto our back bodies. So lying yourself down all the way onto your floor, just bending the knees and positioning the feet flat to the floor. So just making sure the toes aren't dialing out to the side, they're dialing straight through to the front of your mat. Resting and reaching the hands, the fingertips all the way down to the heels, relaxing the head down to the floor. So just for a moment, really feeling that you're pressing the lower back down into the mat, and then inhale, lifting. As you exhale, again, scooping the tail down, and then press down through the feet, the shoulder blades and the hands, lifting the hips all the way up to the ceiling. Make sure your chin keeps working into the notch of your throat. Don't turn your head from side to side, just for safety. Exhaling, rolling all the way back down, and relaxing. That's our Setu Bandhasana, bridge pose. So let's come up onto all fours now, working your way up onto the hands and the knees, making sure you align the shoulders and the wrists, the hips and your knees, positioning the knees hip width apart and the hands shoulder width apart. So as you take an inhalation, tucking your tailbone up to the ceiling, as you bring your chest through, taking a gaze, lifting. As you exhale, tucking your tailbone under, draw the navel back to the spine, curling the chin into the chest. Again, as you inhale, lifting the tailbone up to the ceiling, bringing your gaze through. One more time, exhaling, press down through the hands, press down through the shins, and then coming back to a neutral spine. This is really beautiful because all of our yoga poses are either working through 3 different parts of your spine: neutral, flexion, or extension. So let's come all the way up to a standing position now. We're going to come into some standing poses. Our first one we'll look at will be Virabhadrasana 1. So coming to stand at the front of the mat, you're just going to take a nice big long step back. Doesn't matter which leg you start with. Just aligning this front knee again directly over your ankle. So you're not hanging into the joints. You're really using the strength of your bones to support you in the pose. So with this back thigh, making sure you're not collapsing that thigh down to the floor, just inflating a little. Really lifting up the back knee nice and high on the toes. So taking your gaze forward with the breath in, both arms lifting, taking your gaze through the arms. Nice and tall, nice and anchored, nice and steady. Beautiful. So we can transition from Virabhadrasana 1 into Virabhadrasana 2. Let's relax your hands for a moment to your hips and maybe to the thigh. All you need to do here is take your back heel to the floor, so pivoting that heel down to the mat. Making sure here that this knee doesn't come to the inner edge of the mat. Keep rolling this back thigh forward to bring that front knee back in line with the shin and the ankle. And from here, just drawing the arms up, shoulders soft and relaxed, gazing down the middle finger out into space. Strong, anchored, just like a warrior. Beautiful. Let's gently straighten through the legs, relax the arms for a moment. So we're coming now into Trikonasana, triangle pose. So again with this back hip rolling forward, just feeling here through that front hip that you're just releasing in here. So you're poking your back sit bone out a little behind you, keeping equal length through both sides of the torso. You can slide the hand down the shin, maybe just below the knee. That top arm lifting up, taking your gaze either to the fingers or just looking forward. So making sure if you come a little deeper with your hand that this top shoulder doesn't start to roll towards the floor. You want to keep rotating the top ribs up to the ceiling so you're opening up and out. Taking a couple of breaths there, feeling grounded through the legs. And with a nice strong inhalation, rising all the way up. And then stepping the legs into each other. Good. So thanks for joining me for this yoga poses class. Search through Exercises.com.au for more great yoga classes. This is Christine. I'll see you next time. Namaste.